back door, finding McCraven, pass a little high for him. McCraven had reset, puts it up off the glass, good.
Out to Hallie Crockett, her second baseball pass up the floor to Abby Richmond. Right-handed layup for two.
Backing and backing, gets stalled again, and picks up 2 points. So 2-point takedown.
The puck tries to reverse along the boards, taken away by Parker. Found it out of goal! Parker tees up Brody Schultz!
A right-handed dribble goes to Reichel, deep three-pointer on the way. That's good.
Up the floor, Severson over to Bevins, all alone, steps up, shoots the three, and it's good.
Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Welcome back inside the Hillsboro Event Center for high school boys basketball here tonight, featuring the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros and the Larimore Polar Bears on yourliveevent.com. My name is Kevin Kochman. I'm here with the broadcast here tonight, and also joining me this evening, running the camera, is Hunter Kleckner. Certainly appreciate Hunter coming over to help us out here tonight, bring you the action of the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros and the Larimore Polar Bears in boys basketball. Another Region 2 contest, part of the doubleheader on this Friday night in February. Tonight, the Burro boys and the Larimore Polar Bear boys look to lock horns and get ready for a Region 2 contest. We'll have the action for you this evening. yourliveevent.com with the broadcast tonight featuring Hillsboro-Central Valley and Larimore boys basketball. The starting lineups are coming up next. yourliveevent.com, the Irie Insurance pregame show for all your insurance needs. IrieINS.com. 6 locations to serve you. Irie Insurance. With our pregame show here this evening, it is an abbreviated pregame show based on the postgame recap from the girls' broadcast. But again, Irie Insurance, we appreciate Irie Insurance with our pregame show tonight. Hillsboro-Central Valley, Larimore boys basketball. Starting lineups are coming up. yourliveevent.com.
Olson Hardware in Hillsboro welcomes you to stop in. You can find all of your hardware needs for all seasons. They do have everything you need to get your home and yard ready for the winter ahead. If you're preparing for your remodeling or other do-it-yourself indoor projects this winter, stop by Olson Hardware, pick up your paints, stains, and all of the other accessories too. If you're in need of a mattress upgrade, stop in and check out the amazing Rest Mattress at Olson Hardware. Olson Hardware can repair your major appliances, refrigerators, freezers, stoves, ovens, washers, dryers, and more. Your full-service hardware store, Olson Hardware, Hillsboro.
Do you need new furniture? You know, real furniture that's comfortable and built to last. Something stylish that you can enjoy watching the games on, entertain friends on, or just relax with the family? Then there's only one place and one person you need to visit. Lee Olfson Furniture Mart in West Fargo. From beds to couches and everything in between, they have the best selection at the best prices and always no interest financing available. Visit with Lee Olfson, Platinum Sales Specialist at Furniture Mart, and don't forget to ask for Lee and get the special Your Live Event pricing. Call or text 200-8019 or stop in. Make sure you ask for Lee.
Hillsboro Lumber welcomes you. As you're working on interior projects, Hillsboro Lumber can help. Hillsboro Lumber has trim, doors, flooring, and all the necessary tools and products to complete your projects. If you're also thinking about larger projects for next spring and summer, let Hillsboro Lumber know of your ideas and they'll help with planning and estimates. Hillsboro Lumber, 701-636-4301.
Welcome into our pregame show from Irie Insurance, IrieINS.com. Here tonight, Irie Insurance, 6 locations to serve you. Visit IrieINS.com. Get all the details, the locations of Irie Insurance. Irie Insurance with our pregame show here tonight. We're going to get to the starting lineups this evening. The starting lineups are brought to you by our friends at American Crystal Sugar Company, crystalsugar.com. Learn about career opportunities and more with American Crystal Sugar Company by visiting crystalsugar.com. The Larimore Polar Bears will start a sophomore, 5'9", number 1, Jace Collison, a 5'11", senior, number 3, Jacob Warnke. They will start a 5'8", sophomore, number 10, Bo Solsing. They'll also start a sophomore forward, 6'1", number 23, Avery Groton. And for the Polar Bears, they will start a junior, 6'8", number 52, Michael Myers. The Polar Bears are coached by Jennifer Collison, assisted by Cal Triplett and Ben Jacobson. The Polar Bears with their orange uniforms today, black numerals and letters. And I should say black numerals, white letters, and Larimore on the jersey tops. Starting lineups for the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros here this evening. Starting lineups are brought to you by American Crystal Sugar Company, crystalsugar.com. Burros will start a 6'1" senior guard, number 1, Micah Longthorne. You can see some of the Burro buddies out there as well here tonight, welcoming the Burros to the floor. Riley Olson starting at a guard, a 5'11" senior, number 3. Burros will also start a 6'3" senior forward, number 33, Peter Dryberg. Burros will also be starting here this evening a 6'2" junior, number 34, Landon Olson. And for the Burros, they will start a 6'9" junior, number 40, Jacob Brandt. The Burros, coached by Elliot Rutvold, assisted by Jeremy Brandt and Marcus Hagnes. Burros are wearing the white uniforms, blue numerals and letters, with white trim HCV on the jersey tops. There you have it, your starting lineups as we see the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros, yourliveevent.com. So we can zoom out. Yep, take that. Very good. Appreciate that. Hunter Kleckner is our camera operator, running it all the way. Keep on coming out there. Keep on coming. There you go, man. Perfect. Ready to go. His first time running the cameras here today. I'll have you just go a little bit like this. We should be in operation for the boys basketball matchup today. Hillsboro-Central Valley and Larimore ready to tip things off. The 7-6 Burros, 3-10 Polar Bears on yourliveevent.com. We are underway. Opening tap is won by the orange-clad Polar Bears with a 3-10 record. Coming into tonight's contest, it'll be Jace Collison across midcourt. He'll fire at left side. That's Bo Solsing. Solsing on the wing up top to Warnicki. Handing, sharing, Collison with a basketball. Collison works it back up top to Michael Myers. Myers stands at 6'8", saving it, firing. Collison passes picked off. Larimore turning the basketball over. Up the floor, driving, and Dryberg shot no good. Rebound Olson, up no good. Rebound is going to be Jacob Brandt, and his putback is good. Brandt scores it, and Hillsboro-Central Valley with an early 2-0 lead over the Larimore Polar Bears. Polar Bear basketball. Collison has it. Going to swing it left side. Polar Bears going to move it. And driving here is Bo Solsing. Firing right side. Collison. Shot off the back iron, and the rebound lost out of bounds. Last touch by the Polar Bears, so it'll be Burro basketball. Hillsboro-Central Valley with a 2-0 advantage. And it'll be Landon Olson tossing it in. Olson to Olson. It's Riley Olson. Move it across midcourt. Finding the open man, Dryberg, outside the arc as Larimore working in the zone. Brandt, free throw line extended. Shot no good. Rebound bounces out, and Jace Collison's going to come down with it. Ball poked in the back court. Collison to Groton, Avery Groton, and now it is Polar Bear basketball. They move it from right to left here on yourliveevent.com. Bo Solsing has it. Work it back out. Collison, kick it, driving, floating, shot no good. Rebound is off of Michael Myers and then off of Peter Dryberg, and it'll end up staying with Hillsboro-Central Valley. No, I should say there's going to be a shooting foul. Excuse me, shooting foul is the call. It's a foul on the Burros Dryberg, his first, team's first, and free throws for Michael Myers. Myers, the 6'8" junior for the Polar Bears at the line. His first free throw is good. And the Polar Bears are on the board with 6.5 to play in the first quarter. yourliveevent.com on the Tim Cassette Golden Harvest Seed Sales scoreboard. Second free throw, Myers makes them both. 2-2, we are knotted up. 6:28 to play in the first quarter. Driving Riley Olson from the free throw line. The Valley City State football commit. Shot rolls out. Rebounded by Avery Groton, and he throws it off of a Burro, and it'll be Larimore basketball. Full court press put on by the Burros. Polar Bears in the backcourt. Groton feeling the pressure. Ball is poked and stolen away. It's Olson to Olson. Riley to Landon, and Landon scores it. It is now 4-2 Burros. In the backcourt, Polar Bears pressured. They will step out of bounds with it and turn it over. 6:03 to play first quarter. The pressure of the Burros defense getting to the Polar Bears. Hillsboro-Central Valley's Riley Olson set to inbound. From the baseline, he kicks it out. Landon Olson for three. This one off the mark. Rebound, bounces, and it'll end up in the hands of Avery Groton, his second rebound of the game. Polar Bears up the floor. Bo Solsing. Solsing, Groton. Solsing. Free throw line area. Right side to Groton. Groton down inside. Jacob Warnicki. And we'll get a travel call on Larimore. That is turnover number 6 in this first quarter for Larimore, 2:20 into it. Burrows lead it 4-2. Down inside, Brandt fouled by the Polar Bears. Looked like they're going to get Groton, I do believe, as the ball got low and Groton went after it. Foul is on Avery Groton. It's his first, team's first for the Polar Bears. And now the Burros, Jacob Brandt going to the free throw line, the 6'9" junior. Brandt, right-handed shooter, buries this one. Brandt will have his second at the free throw line here tonight, extending the Burros' lead to 5-2 early on. Second free throw coming. This one is good. Brandt makes them both. Burros lead it 6-2. In the backcourt, again, pressure and a timeout called by Coach Collison of the Polar Bears. We'll take it. Tim Cassette, Golden Harvest Seed Sales Scoreboard. Burros 6, Polar Bears 2 on yourliveevent.com.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
Back out of the timeout on yourliveevent.com. Kevin Kochman, Hunter Kleckner, 8th grader here at Hillsboro-Central Valley Schools. Hunter joining us, running the camera tonight here for us on yourliveevent.com. Our normal guy, regular for us, would be Keith Meyer, of course. Keith, getting a little break here before the region tournaments get fired up. Region Wrestling tomorrow, we'll have coverage. Region 1 and Region 2 on yourliveevent.com for the dual teams tomorrow, and then next weekend, the the individual region tournament, which will be hosted in Hillsboro. Move the basketball around the perimeter. Michael Myers, and then got the ball over to Avery Groton. We'll get a foul on the Burros with their 6-2 lead here in this first quarter of action. Foul will be on Peter Dryberg. That's number 2 on Peter, and the second on the team as well. 5:14 to play first quarter. 6-2 Burros. Polar Bears inbound. Michael Myers. Up top to Groton. Left side, Collison. Skip pass, right side. Across the court to Bo Solsing. Polar Bear basketball. 23 on the shot clock. Work it. Collison kicks it. Left side, Groton for 3. Good. And Avery Groton holds it in front of the student section, getting excited. 6-5, Burros by 1, 4:40 to go in the first, and there'll be some chirping out there. Here's Jacob Brandt, his shot no good. Michael Myers grabs a rebound. Polar Bears coming the other way. A little chirping between the student section and the players, all part of the game, right? Having some fun. Bo Solsing works it in. Groton turns. In trouble, guarded by Brandt. He'll hand it off to Collison. 4:19 to play first quarter. Now Groton from the free throw line to give the Polar Bears the lead. It's no good. It's out of bounds on the rebound, and it'll be Burro basketball. Burro basketball. Hillsboro-Central Valley is going to inbound here coming up. First off substitution as Warnicki checks out for Larimore, and a substitution in will be 14 on the roster sheet here. I'm going to make sure we get everybody accounted for. That's Dylan Rethmeyer. Move the basketball and nearly taken away by the Polar Bears, but they get a backside pass here to Peter Dryberg, and Dryberg scores. We get a whistle as we had, what do we have? We have some blood. Looks like blood for Jace Collison. He'll go back to the locker room for a moment, get things taken care of. 8-5, Burros lead it. Dylan Rethmeyer, freshman for Larimore in the ball game as well. Young ball club in the Polar Bears. Bench doesn't go too terribly deep as get a substitution. HCV Hillsboro-Central Valley bringing in Dylan Mitzel for Peter Dryberg, sitting with 2 fouls. Polar Bears inbounding, and this will be Bo Solsing. Solsing with the basketball. He'll dribble, kick it out. Avery Grattan. Grattan left side to Warnicki. Warnicki with a floater, and we're going to get a foul. Foul on Hillsboro-Central Valley. As a drive by senior Jacob Warnicki for the Larimore Polar Bears. Foul is on Michael Longthorne, his first, team's third. Jacob Warnicki to the free throw line. Shooting a pair of shots to the south basket. First free throw is no good. He'll have another. Sub coming in. Solsing exits for Larimore and into the ball game. See the return of Jace Collison. Warnicki makes one of two, and it's 8-6 Burrows. 3:34 to go in the first quarter. Inside, they go to Landon Olson, and he's called with a travel along the baseline. That's the first turnover by Hillsboro-Central Valley here in this first quarter of basketball. Pretty active mezzanine here tonight as we broadcast on yourliveevent.com. Crossing midcourt, Dylan Rethmeyer. Share it to Grattan. Grattan outside the arc. Give the basketball to Jace Collison, who turns. Collison outside the arc, shares it again. This is Avery Grattan, has a three in the ball game already. Polar Bears trying to tie or take the lead this possession. Coach Rutfold cheering for defense. Here's Jace Collison with a three and a Polar Bear lead. 9-8. Lead change, 3:05 to go first quarter. Now inside, Landon Olson gets the lead right back for the Burros. 10-9, a lead change immediately thereafter. Burros by one. We could have some back and forth in this first quarter. Dribbling, driving, Collison all the way to the basket. Good move. Shot is missed, rebounded by Dylan Mitzel. Mitzel grabs the board. Here's a drive by Longthorne. A floater does not fall. Brandt lost the basketball and lost the possession, or position for the possession. We'll go with that. Jace Collison comes up with it, then over to Grattan. Grattan drives in, kicks it out, trying to find Myers. Ball tipped out of bounds. Corey Erickson all over that. Down in the corner there for the Burros. I say for the Burros, but for the banner, right? Collison going to inbound the basketball for the Larimore Polar Bears. Couple of subs. We see Bo Solsing re-enter. Exiting is Jacob Warnicki for the Polar Bears. Collison. Grattan for three. Short. Rebound, a long one, rolled out to Dylan Mitzel. Mitzel. Burrows up the floor, right side to Riley Olson. Olson works to Brandt. Brandt down inside to Olson, and it's picked up. Turnover number 2 on the Burros here in this first quarter of basketball. 2 minutes to go, first quarter, 10-9 Burros. Polar Bears to Grattan, right side. Up top to William Stover, who checks into the ball game. Out of Bull Solsing, top of the key, dribbling for the orange-clad Polar Bears tonight. Minute 50 to go. First quarter. Got 10 on the shot clock. Collison, 5 to shoot. Turning, throwing one up. Stovar missed the shot, rebounded Dylan Mitzel. Burrows come the other way. Good pass down inside to Limke. He'll turn, he'll hand it to Olson. His shot no good, but draws a foul. So the Burrows going to head to the free throw line. Foul will be called, I do believe, William Stovar. Stover's first, team second on the Polar Bears. So we've got free throws for Landon Olson. This, good. Landon Olson has 5 points here in the first quarter. Stover and Solsing out. Nope. Stover and Rethmeyer out. We see Myers re-enter the ball game, along with Jacob Warnicki. Both free throws are made by Olson. 12-9 Burrows with 1:27 to play in this first quarter. Left side, Solsing with the basketball. Works it down to Myers. Guarded by Brandt. Myers lost a handle on it. Gets it back, fires it out. Warnicki goes right side to Grattan. Grattan finds Collison. He pumps. Collison right side. This is Grattan. Grattan with the basketball. He'll work it up top to Solsing. Down to 10 to shoot. Solsing, three-point look. Off the back iron, does not fall. Mitzel grabs the rebound. 3-point lead for the Burros. Driving, scoring, no, yes. Carter Lemke scores it for the Burros. Lead is 5, 14-9. 44 seconds to go in this first half. Had a dead ball, didn't get a substitution. Burros will bring in Caleb Hattlestead. Landon Olson will sit. And we're also going to get Myers to sit for Larimore. And into the ball game is Bryson Falk. 40 seconds to go in this first quarter. Burros by 5, and now the Polar Bears turn it over out of the stoppage in play. Here's Mitzel up the floor. He'll get a pass over left side. This is Benjamin McRitchie. Lemke goes up, draws a foul for the Burros. Benjamin McRitchie enters the ball game. One of the substitutions made by the Burros as well. Going to get a foul call on the Polar Bears. Not seen the number change on the board. There it is. Warnicki is first. Free throw is made by Carter Lemke, and Carter's second free throw is good. He makes them both. 16-9, Burros by 7. 28 seconds to play. First quarter action. Now the Burros trying to force a turnover, and the ball actually ping-ponged, or I should say kind of bounced around there by the Burros and the Polar Bears. It ends up bouncing and getting off of the Polar Bears. So it's Burro basketball. Final 15 seconds. Work it to McRitchie. Left side, Hattlestead drives. Floater off the glass, does not fall. Rebound is going to come down to Groton. Groton with 5 seconds. Up the floor for the Polar Bears. 3 seconds. Left side, driving, shooting. Shot misses. And Carter Lemke grabs the rebound, and that's the end of the first quarter. Burros by 7, 16-9 on the Golden Harvest Tim Cazette Seed Sales Scoreboard. YourLiveEvent.com.
Everyone here at the Hillsboro and Central Valley School Districts would like to take this time to remind parents to teach their children how to be responsible and stay drug-free. By late elementary, many children know of a classmate who smokes, drinks, or uses drugs. It is never too early to talk to your child about substance abuse. Schools teach kids to say no to drugs, but it's what the parents do that counts the most. This has been Easton Baszler with a message from the Hillsboro and Central Valley School Districts.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. We are less than 90 days until spring planting. 90 days. Are you ready? Is your maintenance plan in place? Do you have parts on hand? Are any upgrade options decided on and purchased? We can help. Spring will be here before you know it, and we will help you meet the challenge. Contact RDK Enterprises at planterdoc.com. That's planterdoc.com.
Kevin Kochman, Hunter Kleckner joining you tonight from the Hillsboro Event Center, where the Burros of Hillsboro-Central Valley, a 16-9 lead over Larimore. So we get ready to roll into the second quarter of basketball. Burros left to right as we see it. They have the ball. Turning, Lemke off the glass. A little baby hook, kisses it in for 2. 18-9, Burros by 9. Up the floor, the other way. Polar Bears shot no good. And the rebound is down to Lemke. Lemke and the Burros want to push up the floor. Passing down, Longthorn to Olson. Landon Olson has 8 in the first half. 20-9, Burros want to push a little bit. Leading early second quarter by 11. Jace Collison, left side to Bo Solsing. Solsing, Groton, down into the corner, out of bounds. Ball will stay Larimore basketball. Hillsboro Event Center broadcasting live tonight on YourLiveEvent.com. Burro girls 38-34 over Larimore. They've won 2 in a row. Moved to 4-14 on the season. Burro boys trying to pick up a win here as Larimore turns the ball over. Burro is 7-6 on the season. And then the other way, the Burros turn it over. As it'll be Larimore basketball. Burros 7-6 overall, 4-1 within the region. Second place right now in Region 2. Thompson, perfect 7-0 in the region. Got a foul in the backcourt on Micah Longthorn, his second, team's 4th on the Burros. So Polar Bear basketball, Bo Solsing going to inbound it. We'll work it to Jace Collison. Collison guarded by Riley Olson. Riley playing good defense. What a good pass there to Groton. Now ball inside to Falk. Turning. Warnicki. Ball comes loose. Turnover on the Polar Bears. Burrows up the floor. Longthorn to the basket. No, Brandt can't get it to fall. And rebound to Bryson Falk. Up the floor. Larimore basketball on the right side. Skip it. Warnicki into the paint now. Turning. Groton goes up and underneath. Little floater. Shot no good. Landon Olsen grabs a rebound. Riley Olsen up the floor to Jacob Brandt. He'll go into the paint. Score it. Brandt scores 22-9. The lead is 13 for Hillsboro-Central Valley here in this second quarter. 6:20 to play before halftime. Polar Bears nearly turn it over. They work it back to Bo Solsing. Jace Collison. Collison to Groton, back to Carlson. Left side, three-point look is short. Rebound to Jacob Brandt. Brandt to Longthorn. Drops a pass to Olsen. Scores and a foul. Bucket and a foul for Landon Olsen. And the Burros will go to the free throw line for a chance at a three-point play. Foul on Avery Groton. It's his second, team's fourth. See Warnicki check out and Dylan Rethmeyer check in on a substitution. Limke out, and Peter Dryberg re-enters for the Burros on a substitution. Landon Olsen at the free throw line. This is up and they say a lane violation. Lane violation on the Burros. Shot does not count. Lane violation on the Burros. Shot does not count. 24-9. Burros leading the Polar Bears. Polar Bears with a 3-on-1. Now they slow it down. Rethmeyer's shot is short. Rebounded by Peter Dryberg, his first of the night. Up the floor, here's Longthorn. Euro step. What a fancy little move from Michael Longthorn. 26-9. The lead is 17 for the Burros. 5:40 to play, first half. Passing in. Groton turns, swings it out. Solsing, three-point look. No good. Long rebound is out of bounds. Last touch by the Polar Bears, so it'll be Burro basketball. Burro basketball as Landon Olsen inbounds to Riley Olsen. Hillsboro-Central Valley crosses the timeline. Longthorn, Olsen left side to Dryberg. Dryberg, here's a shot by Brandt. It's off the mark. Rebound, Avery Groton. That's his fourth rebound of the game. Polar Bears, Collison up the floor. Collison to Groton, Groton to Collison. Skip pass left side, Solsing on the wing. Solsing passes over to Collison again. He turns on the block, back out to Solsing. 20 to shoot, excuse me. Shot misses by Solsing, and the rebound comes down to Landon Olsen. That's his third. Riley Olsen up the floor. The Valley City State football commit passing around the perimeter. Here's a turn by Brandt. Goes up. Floater does not go. Rebound Groton is rebound 5. The Polar Bears coming the other way. Larimore. It's going to be Solsing, right side to Collison. Down and in to Groton. Back out to Solsing. Free throw line to Groton. 3, left wing. That looks good. It's missed, however. And the rebound is out. Last touch by the Polar Bears. It'll be Hillsboro-Central Valley basketball. 4:29 to play in the first half. Burros 26-9, leading over the Larimore Polar Bears. Burros basketball. Work it. Mitzel, skip pass. Longthorn down to Landon Olsen. He'll turn. Landon Olsen up and scores. Double digits for Olsen. He's got 12 tonight. 28-9. Timeout. Timeout on the floor for the Larimore Polar Bears. Hillsboro-Central Valley leads on the Tim Gazette Golden Harvest Seed Sales Scoreboard. Your live event.com. We're back in 1 minute.
The City of Hillsboro encourages customers to use electricity wisely through its Bright Energy Solutions rebate program. These rebates help customers save energy and money, improve their comfort, and protect the environment. You can get rebates on Energy Star appliances and lighting, as well as high-efficiency heat pumps and air conditioners. They even have rebates for home electric vehicle chargers. Business customers can receive rebates too. Call the City of Hillsboro for more information or visit BrightEnergySolutions.com.
Visit with Rocky Nedham at Nedham Seeds Caledonia for LCS wheat seed varieties, Trigger Cannon, and 2 new varieties named Buster and Dual. Call Rocky Nedham, Nedham Seeds Caledonia. They also have proven wheat seed SY Velda from AgriPro. Your local Pioneer dealer, Rocky Needham Seeds, Caledonia, with corn, soybean, sunflower, and alfalfa seed for your farm and SeedX sugar beet seeds. Call Rocky 701-430-1149. Needham Seeds, Caledonia.
28-9, Hillsboro-Central Valley leading Larimore. 4:16 to play in the first half. Boys basketball on yourliveevent.com. Inbounds, Bo Solsing now turns it over. It's going to be a steal and a bucket for Peter Dryberg. It's that easy. Burrows now lead it 30-9. It's a 21-point lead for Hillsboro-Central Valley. And then by the midcourt stripe, we've got a foul on Hillsboro-Central Valley, a blocking foul against Peter Dryberg. That's number 3 on Peter team's 5th. Dryberg with 3 fouls, and he's going to sit next to Coach Rutfold for probably the rest of the first half. He shrugs his shoulders. Into the ball game, you got Brent, you got Landon Olson, you got Mike Longthorne, Riley Olson, and also Dylan Mitzel on the floor for the Burros. We've got ball slipping out of bounds. It was last touched by the Burros. It stays Larimore basketball in front of the Burro bench. Dryberg stood up and kind of did a point the other way thing and got the official giggling with him. So, it's kind of fun to have that type of interaction out there between the officials and the players. Michael Myers inside the paint for the Polar Bears. He goes up for his shot, draws a foul, and will go to the free throw line. Foul will be on Jacob Brandt. It's his first, team 6th on the Burros. 3:52 to play before halftime. Girls game went the way of the Burros of Hillsboro-Central Valley, 38-34 tonight. Boys trying to complete the varsity sweep here this evening. Myers missed the free throw. He'll have another. He'd come into it 2 for 2 to that point at the line. This one he misses, and he's 2 for 4. Rebound to Michael Longthorne. He'll hop his way across midcourt. Driving, scoring is Micah Longthorne. Micah has 4 in the first half, and another fancy move. He's had 2 great moves to the basket. Longthorne scores it. Foul is called on Bo Solsing, his first and team's 5th. And we'll see if Longthorne can hit the free throw. And he does. Michael Longthorne makes good on the free throw. It's 33-9. Burros leading the Polar Bears. Now a steal and a score for Dylan Mitzel on the inbounds pass. It's coming up HCV right now. Bo Solsing going to push for the Polar Bears, trying to find an open lane across the middle, and they can't. It's a turnover. Turning it over, Burro basketball. 3:33 to play before halftime. It's 35-9 in favor of Hillsboro-Central Valley. 35-9 makes it a 26-point advantage here in this first half. And now Riley Olson drives, free throw line, pull-up jumper. Just off the mark. And a good rebound by Michael Myers up and over the top of the Burros. Here comes Warnicki, left side on the wing. He'll drive in, settle in the paint, kick it out, Solsing. Solsing then going to be driving in, and we'll get a foul. A foul on Riley Olson. Riley Olson is tagged with his first, team's 7th on the Burros, as we'll get subs. Checking out is Stover and also Warnicki. In will be Collison and Groton checking back in here for the Polar Bears. Man, my guy Hunter gets service and everything. Pretzel with cheese. What a deal. It pays to have friends, Hunter. I tell you what, man. Solsing makes the first free throw. He'll have another. Second free throw coming up. This one also good. It's pretzel night here at the Hillsboro Event Center. 35-11. After a couple of Solsing free throws, Burros with the basketball once more, leading with 3 minutes to play before halftime. Here's a turn and a jump shot and a buried deep 2 for Jacob Brandt, who's got 8 in the first half. 37-11. Burros answer quickly. Up the floor. Groton's got it. Groton goes. A floater from the free throw line. And they say a foul. Groton will go to the free throw line with a pair of shots coming. A foul is on Dylan Mitzel. That's his first and team's 8th. Groton to the free throw line. Groton free throw upcoming. Misses this one, he'll have another. He did a nice job of getting a shot off. Floating one in the paint. Draws the foul, gets another chance at a free one. Free throw is up off the back iron, rattles out, no good. Rebound to Jacob Brandt. Groton misses both. Loose basketball by the Burros. It's a turnover. Solsing up the other way. Mismatch there as Brandt comes out on Solsing. There's about a foot difference in the height between the two, maybe more. Inside, Michael Myers draws a foul on the Burros with the 2:27 to play before halftime. Be a foul on the Burros. Landon Olson, his first, team's 9th now. And Michael Myers to the line where he's 2 for 4 here tonight. Myers to the line. Free throw rattles around, and falls. It did rattle out and then use the backboard, kicked in. Another free throw chance upcoming. This one will go. Myers 2 of 4 this quarter. 37-13, 2:25 to go in the quarter and the first half. Got a look at the basket there by Lemke. Shot no good. Lost the basketball out of bounds. Burros unable to hold on to this one. Polar Bear basketball. Larimore set to inbound. Burros on that long rebound. It went out. So it'll be Polar Bear ball. They break the press. Groton's got it. Groton and the Polar Bears set up in the half court. Here's Bo Solsing. Solsing to Jace Collison. Collison dribbles. Back out Solsing. Burros leading at 37-13 here in this first half of basketball. 2 minutes to play before halftime. Falling away, Collison's shot is good. Jace Collison for 2. Nice shot from the baseline. 37-15. Young ball club. Polar Bears with 2 seniors on roster. Stover, who comes off the bench, and Warnicki in the starting 5. Lots of sophomore, junior, freshmen on this varsity roster for the Polar Bears. Got a foul on Larimore, and it is on Bo Solsing. His second, team's 6th, Up the floor. Here come the Polar Bears with the basketball. Groton's got it. Nearly lost it in the backcourt. Polar Bear basketball. With it right side. Share it here. Work the ball up top. Collison, left side. 3-point look again for Collison. This one off the rim. It hits the rim at the time before the shot clock violation, and on the rebound, it's out of bounds. They say last touched by the Burros, so it'll be Polar Bear basketball. Jacob Warnicki checks back in for Larimore. Michael Myers with the basketball. Work it here, turning, Collison. Lost it, turnover, Polar Bears inside. Up the floor, Riley Olson tracks it down in the corner. Olson, Jacob Brandt dribbling in, free throw line area, out to a 3-point look for Longthorn, off the mark. Rebound comes down to Warnicki, his first of the night. Warnicki up the floor, that's Groton up the floor. Groton out, shot, no good by the Polar Bears. Michael Myers gets a rebound and a putback, his first field goal of the game. Final 20 seconds of the first half. Burros by 22 and a floater by Longthorn, no good. Rebounded by Landon Olson. His putback is good. Landon Olson with 8 in the second quarter. 41-17 is the score. And Larimore holds for the last shot here in the quarter. And before we go to halftime. Follow away, Collison shot is no good, and we go to halftime. 41-17 is the score on the Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard. Hillsboro-Central Valley leading Larimore at halftime on YourLiveEvent.com. The halftime report from Ryan Updahl. Farmers Union Insurance Agency, Hillsboro, comes your way next.
Goose River Heating and Cooling, Hillsboro, serving the Hillsboro and surrounding communities, ready to provide you with service work to existing and new customers. Whether Corey and the crew installed your heating and cooling system or not, they're ready to assist you with your service concerns. And if it's time to update your heating and cooling systems, whether it's your home, farm shop, a cabin, or office building, give Corey and the crew at Goose River Heating and Cooling a call. 701-430-1990. That's Goose River Heating and Cooling, Hillsboro, serving the Hillsboro area and surrounding communities.
Growers, here at Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, we are your water management contractors. We can help you with tile drainage plans, surface drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad at 701-430-0182 to get your water problem solved. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. 701-430-0182, helping farmers grow.
Take a good look at Hillsboro. You probably know that the people are friendly, and you know about the quality of healthcare available at Sanford Medical Center. Maybe you've been to the Hillsboro Sports Complex to cheer on the Burros. Look at the businesses on Hillsboro's Main Street. The Hillsboro Economic Development Corporation provides financial help to local child care providers, and they're interested in supporting local businesses. For more information, contact the Hillsboro Economic Development Corporation at growhillsboroND.com.
Trail District Health Unit is here to provide you with health and wellness services, including health education, blood sugar and hemoglobin screenings, blood pressure checks, vaccinations, free COVID home tests, vision and hearing screenings, home care visits, limited-term medical equipment, and more. Contact Trail District Health for information about childhood or adult immunizations and where you can get them. Call Trail District Health Unit at 701-636-4434. Trail District Health is here to prevent, promote, and protect.
Halftime report being brought to you by Ryan Opdahl, Farmers Union Insurance of Hillsboro. Ryan Opdahl, Farmers Union Insurance, Hillsboro. Halftime report shows Hillsboro-Central Valley comfortably leading 41-17 over Larimore. They led 16-9 after the first quarter and exploded in the second quarter, scoring in bunches for the Burros, taking advantage of turnovers as they were able to capitalize and score 25, hold Larimore to just 8 points in the second. Burros scoring in bunches. Landon Olson got a few. Jacob Brandt was able to get a couple in that second quarter and stretch the lead a little bit. Carter Limke hit a couple of shots. Michael Longthorne with a couple of real nice drives to the basket. Some flashy plays. Burros are 7 of 7 from the free throw line. Larimore 7 of 12 at the line. Turnover battle is a difference maker. Burros with 4 turnovers. Larimore with 14 in the first half. Some key statistics as we are in the Ryan Opdahl Insurance Farmers Union Insurance halftime show. Ryan Opdahl, Farmers Union Insurance of Hillsboro, with the halftime report as they play bingo here at halftime in Hillsboro. Stick around. Halftime report continues. Statistics and more next with the Burros leading 41-17 at half.
Make 3R Floral of Hillsboro your Valentine headquarters. Flowers, floral arrangements, and other gifts for your special someone are available at 3R Floral, but order early. Call 701-636-2000 or stop at the shop on Main Street in Hillsboro. You can also find great gift ideas for all occasions, including Elm River Crafts by Missy, featuring tumblers, mugs, water bottles, sippy cups, and more. Check out the Azure Made Sweets and Treats, featuring bath bombs and sweets. If you can dream it, we can do it at 3R Floral in Hillsboro.
H509. If you are already a member, thank you. If you are not a member, we would love to invite you to join Hillsboro Dollars for Scholars. As we come into the season of giving, we remind you every graduating student who applies will receive at least one scholarship through Hillsboro Dollars for Scholars. So we can continue this amazing program, please consider a gift this season to Hillsboro Dollars for Scholars. Visit H509 Hillsboro Dollars for Scholars website or Facebook page for more information.
It's really cool to see the beginning and end product.
So it's very satisfying to build something that you know people are really going to appreciate.
We make products that last decades. Being able to stand behind our products and having something that is so known for that is awesome.
It's halftime. The Ryan Opdahl Agency Farmers Union Insurance halftime report from Ryan Opdahl, Farmers Union Insurance of Hillsboro. Look at our first half statistics for Larimore, trailing 41-17 at the half. It's Michael Myers, 6 points, 3 boards. Avery Groton, 3 points, 5 rebounds. Bryson Falk has a rebound here tonight. Also this evening, we've got Jace Collison, 5 points, 2 boards, and Jacob Warnicki, 1 point, 1 rebound. I was working off of incorrect information, so I apologize. to Baron Burns. Baron Burns is number 10. Bo Solsing wears number 0 on the roster, but Baron Burns is number 10. Burns, 2 points here in the ball game. The 8th grader, Baron Burns. I apologize again. I had him wrong name, associating him in the first half. So Baron Burns is what we're going with here, of course, in the second half of basketball. He didn't change his name. Roster switches on our part, so apologize for that. Jacob Brandt for the Burros, I should say for the Polar Bears, by the way, 7 of 12 at the line, 12 rebounds, 14 turnovers in the first half. For the Burros of Hillsboro-Central Valley, Micah Longthorne, 5 points and a rebound. Carter Limke, 6 points, 2 boards. Dylan Mitzel, 2 points, 4 boards. Peter Dryberg, 4 points and a rebound. Landon Olson, 14 points, 4 rebounds. Jacob Brandt, 8 points, 4 boards. 16 rebounds, 4 turnovers. 7 of 7 from the line first half for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Burros are 7-6 on the season. Larimore 3-10. Second half of basketball is coming up. The Burros at halftime 41-17 leaders over Larimore. Kevin Kochman along with Hunter Kleckner bringing you the action tonight. YourLiveEvent.com. The second half of basketball coming up. The halftime report being presented to you by the Ryan Opdahl Agency, Farmers Union Insurance of Hillsboro.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at BloomfieldTrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
The Halstead Living Center, Heritage House in Halstead, and the Normandy in Twin Valley present an atmosphere that is calm and comfortable. Whether you're in need of a short-term or long-term care stay, they offer a variety of first-rate services with a tailored plan to exceed your expectations at any level of care, including senior living with services, skilled nursing care, rehabilitation care, respite, hospice, or adult daycare. Get more information by going to halsteadlivingcenter.com or call 218-456-2105.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
This is Bailey Scott, a senior at Fargo Davies High School and the 2022-23 North Dakota High School Activities Association Distinguished Student. Educational athletics, including games like this one, teach a lifetime value such as respect for your opponents, coaches, officials, and classmates. There are few better places than athletic competition to demonstrate respect for others. By your demonstration of respect for those participating and watching today, you underscore that the most important part of high school competition is the people involved and not the game itself. A public service message from the North Dakota High School Activities Association and this radio station.
Thanks again to Ryan Opdahl, Farmers Union Insurance of Hillsboro, for our halftime report on YourLiveEvent.com. We bring you second half of basketball. You can push it down again, get a little bit. Go ahead and go down a little bit here. See if we can't go. There we go, just like that. Wow, we're in good shape. Hunter Kleckner, Kevin Kochman, hey, we're right here with you, bringing you the action. Second half of basketball underway. Here's a follow-away shot there that goes. Start the third quarter. Avery Groton scores it for Larimore. 41-19. Polar Bears on the board right out of the gates here, third quarter. Both teams starting the same way, starting 5. As with the basketball is going to be Olson sharing it. Brandt now going in is Dryberg playing with 3 fouls. Peter Dryberg gets some scoring. 43-19, quick points each way. Polar Bear basketball. Lost it out of bounds. It was poked by the Burros. Burrows going right to left now. Polar Bears left to right. Jace Collison, Baron Burns with the basketball. Burns has it, top of the key out near the circle, the 8th grader. Work it to Avery Groton. Groton out to Michael Myers, extending the ball out to the perimeter. Now back out in the corner, Avery Groton, three-pointer. Rolls out. Myers with a putback, no, and the rebound comes down to Peter Dryberg. Burrows the other way. Driving in, Olsen. Back out. This is a Longthorn driving in, and scoring is going to be Jacob Brandt for two. 45-19, Burrows with a lead, 6:40 to play, third quarter. Burns has it, right side on the wing. Burns works the basketball to Groton. Groton driving in, kicking. Get this ball out to Collison. Collison turns. Shot is blocked by Longthorn. Collison ends up getting it back. He looks at a three, pulls back. Share the ball around Groton, now down inside. Burns, I should say Myers, shot no good. Rebounded by Jacob Brandt, rebound 5. Brandt gonna hop his way into the paint, drawing and scoring. No foul, 47-19. A good drive and score. Collison with the basketball. Baron Burns has it. Burns gonna work it around. He's got it, free throw line area. Jump shot off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Peter Dryberg. Dryberg with his third board of the game. Up the floor, right side, dribbling in, lost a handle on it. Landon Olsen trying to create, and we'll get a foul call. Foul is called on Burns. Burns third, team's first in the second half. Substitutions, as we'll see Warnicki check out, and in is Dylan Rethmeyer for Larimore. Brandt with an air ball that time, and Larimore basketball. Polar Bears set to inbound. Tracking it down is Groton. Groton up the floor. 5.5 to go, third quarter. Driving in, hop step, kick it out. Three-point look for Collison, no good. Rebound, Myers eventually gets it as it popped around. Got to go and grab that thing. 5 rebounds, 2 points there for Myers. 47-21, Burrows with the advantage. Here's Brandt going up and underneath. His layup is no good off of some contact from Myers. Myers grabs the rebound. Pushing across midcourt. Collison looked at what he thought maybe was a three. His foot was on the line. Didn't take it. Groton back up top. Rethmeyer wide open. Off the back iron. Rebounded by Landon Olsen. His 5th rebound of the game. Up the floor. Now the Burrows lose the handle on it. First turnover in the second half. Collison with the basketball for the Polar Bears. Collison, Rethmeyer, left side on the wing. Dribbles, passes. This will be Myers. Off of Collison, it goes out of bounds. Polar Bears with their first turnover in the second half. Myers out. And they bring back in William Stover, one of the seniors for the Polar Bears, on the floor again. Left side, top of the key. Olsen shares it with Brandt. Now back inside to Brandt. Back out. Longthorn pumps, drives, floater from the left side of the baseline. No good. Rebound comes down. A rebound for Dylan Rethmeyer. Collison up the floor for the Polar Bears of Larimore. Fire it left side to Groton. Avery Groton outside the arc. Tries to share the basketball here with Bryson Falk, and now they get it over to Groton. Groton, baseline jumper, Stovar, no good. Rebound bounces into the hands of Jacob Brandt. Brandt, Dryberg lays it in. Peter Dryberg's layup is good. 49-21, Burrows. 3:43 to go, third quarter. Groton has it. Ball is tipped. Defensively there, good efforts by Micah Longthorn. Goes and tries to tie it up, and they'll call a foul. Hold is called on Longthorn. His third, team's first in the second half. Dylan Mitzel coming in. Polar Bears, Avery Groton will inbound the basketball. Got Myers coming back in. Also, you have Burns back in. Rethmeyer and Warnicki exit. Some subs for the Polar Bears. Burns to Groton. Back to Burns, left side. He'll dribble, drive, put up a shot. It's no good. Rebound, Landon Olson. Up the floor, Mitchell. Left side, driving. Olson kicks it. Three-point look. Dryberg, no good. Long rebound and a battle with it. They're going to say it was Falk getting it, throwing it off of Riley Olson and out of bounds. So, Polar Bears inbounding from in front of the Borough student section. Burns will inbound. He'll work it to Collison. Collison up the floor to the Polar Bears, and Dryberg got a little bit too out of control, we'll say, and was going for the ball. Ends up getting called with a foul. Peter Dryberg's fourth. Team second in the second half. And Dryberg will go back to the bench, this time 1 seat away from Coach Rutvold. Polar Bears inbounding here. Inbounding Burns to Collison. A three-point look, no good. Rebounded by Landon Olson. Up the floor, Burrows with it. 49-21 leaders over the Larimore Polar Bears. A skip pass left side. Got a three-point look for Brandt. Jacob Brandt hits the triple. He's got 15 in the game. 52-21. Lead is 31 for the Burros. 2:37 to play in the third quarter. And that is a game break brought to you by Lee Alfson of the Furniture Mart. Lee Alfson, game break. Brandt with 15. Now a rebound up the floor. Turning it over. Larimore with a steal. Brandt's pocket is picked by the 8th grader Burns. His layup no good on the other end. Brandt grabs a rebound. Then he lost it. Now the ball is loose. Polar Bears lost a handle on it, and the Burros are going to take it away. Now there'll be a foul. They got to be a little raggedy out there, but it ends up coming away to the Burros. We'll get a foul call on Falk. His first, team second. Bryson Falk with a foul. Subs coming in. Russell McLean going to enter the game as well for Larimore right now. Polar Bears have 5 on the floor. And we'll see an inbound coming. Landon Olson to Riley Olson. Burrows crossing midcourt. Share it. Limke tries to get it to Landon Olson, and now Olson kicks it out. Mitchell quick over to the Burrows Brandt. Now back inside. Get the ball to Limke. We'll get a foul call. Minute 50 to play third quarter. And it's 52-21. Burrows leading the Polar Bears in boys basketball. We'll get a foul on Larimore. It's on William Stover. It's his second, team's third. As we'll see Riley Olson exit. Got Longthorn in. Longthorn, Mitchell, Brandt, Landon Olson, and Limke in the game. Landon Olson on the inbounds. He goes right up and scores. 54-21. The lead is 33 for the Burros. Minute 40 to play in this third quarter, trying to get it to the running clock threshold. 2 points away from that. Driving in, Collison kicks it out. This will be Stover. Stover hands it off to Baron Burns. Burns with the basketball. Dribbling. Hop step in the paint. We're going to get a foul before the shot. I think they're calling this on Longthorn. It's his fourth, team's third in the second half. And we'll have Larimore in the basketball. McLean tosses it in to Burns, and now we're going to get a foul on the Polar. We'll get a foul on the Burros. Minute 16 to play third quarter. This will be on Dylan Mitchell, his second, team's fourth. Burns inbounding. Warnicki, he's working the basketball out to Russell McLean. He was tied up there with Landon Olson. Possession arrow will go the way of Hillsboro-Central Valley. Mitchell with a basketball. Skip pass right side. Longthorn kicks it right side to Mitchell. And over. A shot there by Brandt. Misses it. Rebound comes down to Limke. He'll turn and score. Limke scores it 56-21. The lead is 35 for Hillsboro-Central Valley with 52 seconds to play third quarter. On that threshold of fourth quarter running clock, if the Burros can hold on to that lead of this threshold or get it back to it for that matter. Shot up no good by Groton, and a rebound comes down to Mitchell. His quick fired pass. Longthorn quickly to Brandt, scores. Tic-tac-toe. 58-21. The lead is 37 for Hillsboro-Central Valley with 26 seconds to play third quarter. Burns, shot, draws a foul. Foul will be called on the Larimore Polar Bears. Larimore Polar Bears going to the line. Dylan Mitchell called with a foul for the Burros. Team's fifth. And at the free throw line, Burns. Aaron Burns, no good on the free throw. He's now 2 of 3 at the line. He'll try again. Shooting 2. The 8th grader's free throw, no good. Missed them both. And the long rebound eventually is Carter Limke's. Shot clock is off. Final 15 seconds of the third quarter. Longthorn, Mitchell. Back to Longthorn. 10 seconds. 9. Mitchell, 7 seconds on the wing. Mitchell splits the defense 5. Longthorn in the corner. Brandt for 3 at the horn. It's short. Rebound Olson. Baseline shot from the buzzer does not fall. We'll have running clock to get the fourth quarter underway. On the Golden Harvest Tim Cazette Seed Sales scoreboard, 58-21. Hillsboro-Central Valley leading Larimore boys basketball. YourLiveEvent.com.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at BloomfieldTrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
Thunder Seed has over 4 generations of experience in the field. Through innovation, technology, and hard work, we put farmers first by providing high-quality products. We pride ourselves on developing quality soybean, corn, wheat, and corn silage seed for dealers and growers across our region. We are invested in being your partner throughout the full cycle of your harvest. Thunder Seed, first in the field, family-owned, and farmers first.
Hillsboro-Central Valley a 58-21 lead over Larimore. The Polar Bears out of the timeout. Groton shot no good, and the Burros rebounded by Carter Limke. Burros going to sub in some players. You got Carter Limke on the floor. Also 15, Brady Rugnes has the basketball. 31, Kyle Halfley has it. Turnover Burros, by the way. The other way, it's going to be right now with the basketball, Baron Burns. Burns kicks it left side. Now work it down inside to Myers, and we'll get a touch on the ball by the Burros, and it's out of bounds. Also, Benjamin McRitchie is in the ball game, a sophomore for Hillsboro-Central Valley, and Caleb Hattelsted's in the game. There's a 5 that's on the floor for the Burros. Warnicki, Burns, Groton, Rethmeyer, and Myers on the floor for the Polar Bears. And driving and scoring, Dylan Rethmeyer. Rethmeyer scores it, and it's 58-23. Polar Bears back on the board. Burros lead by 35. Lead's got to get to less than 30 in order to get to the running clock stopping. Rebound, by the way. Warnicki comes away with that for Larimore. They'll come the other side. And we're going to get a foul on the Burros. Foul defensively, I think that's going to be on Halfley. Kyle Halfley, a junior, his first, team 6 now on the Burros in the second half. 6:20 to play in this fourth quarter. Burros 58-23 over the Larimore Polar Bears. Polar Bear basketball, here's Burns. Burns works it to Groton. Back down along the block, and his shot up no good, draws a foul. Foul is called on the Burros again. That'll be on Halfley. Team 7th, so now the Polar Bears going to the line. 6 minutes and counting here in this one with a running clock in this fourth quarter at this time. Free throw Good. That's Avery Groton shooting free throws on yourliveevent.com. Hillsboro-Central Valley leading this one 58-24. Larimore trying to get another one here from Groton at the line. Free throw is good. He makes them both. And we've got 58-25 in favor of the Burros. Burros up offensively. They step back, kick it left side. It's going to be Hattlestead's three-point look. No. A battle for the rebound. McRitchie battling there, and Carter Lemke's going to come away with it. Floater in the paint is no good by Rugnes, and the rebound out. This will go out to Rethemeyer up the floor. Rethemeyer kicks it out to Warnicki. Good pass down inside to Myers, and he's fouled. Foul is called on Brody Rugnes, his first. 8th now on the Burros. Brody Rugnes called with a foul. Myers at the line. Myers' free throw is up and no good. He'll have another. Brody Rugnes misses the first. He'll have another. Missing both, and the rebound comes down to Haffley. 58-25, Burros leading. Inside, Lemke scores, and he'll draw a foul. And the clock runs a little bit here. 5:05 to play and counting. Got Lemke to the free throw line. We've a couple of subs for the Burros when they're coming in here in a moment. We got James Fortman. Fortman in for Haffley, and now for Larimore, Lucas Reinhold enters for Michael Myers on a substitution. Lemke trying for the three-point play at the free throw line. 4:40 to go. And Lemke makes the free throw. Lemke checks out, and in will be Caden Kazette. And also into the ball game, I mentioned Fortman. Fortman, McRitchie, Hattlestead, Caden Kazette, and Brody Rugnes on the floor. 61-25, a 4:35 to play here in this one. Polar Bear basketball. It's going to be a drive to the basket. Avery Ockery floats it on the right side with a left hand, and we'll see a foul. Foul is called on Caden Kazette, his first, team's 9th. And a free throw is coming for Groton. Avery Groton at the line. He'll make another. Got a second free throw coming up. They are stopping the clock now on free throws. Unsure as to why, but hey, you know what? Not here to argue. 61-27. And we're going to get an over and back on Hillsboro-Central Valley. Burros turnover number 9 in the game, 5th in the second half. Now a timeout taken by the Polar Bears, with Hillsboro-Central Valley leading 61-27. A little over 4 minutes to play in the game on yourliveevent.com and the Golden Harvest Tim Kazette Seed Sales Scoreboard.
Get the dairy products, non-dairy products, frozen seafood, meat items, and more delivered to your door from Teak, the Udder Guy at Hillsboro Dairy. Call 701-436-5877. He will bring it right to your door. Hillsboro, Grandin, Purley, Hendrum, Borup, Ada, Climax, Shelley, Lockhart. East of Ada to the Twin Valley addresses and around the area. Hillsboro Dairy delivering right to your door. 701-436-5877.
You won this year's chili cook-off. Our girls played in the softball finals last spring. You're not just another policyholder to us. We remember your name. Hi, Cheryl.
He remembered my name.
Because it's your name. That's simple human sense.
River's Edge Insurance Agency, Halstead. 218-456-2172.
Jeff, Mary, Dan, Sarah.
Back early out of the timeout, and the Larimore Polar Bears go over and back with the basketball. A full timeout. They broke a little early. Both teams did. That's the way it goes. 3:40 to play. Clock running as the Burros out in front. 61-27 over Larimore here in this Region 2 boys basketball matchup on yourliveevent.com. Burro basketball right side sharing it. Caden Kazette has it outside the arc. Caden picks up the dribble in trouble. Lost a handle. It's out of bounds. It was last touched by Jacob Warnicki. Burros will inbound again from the sideline. And it's stolen away by Burns. He jumped the pass. Burns all the way to the basket, and his layup goes. Burns scores at 61-29. 3 minutes to play. Burrows with the lead. Here's a drive to the basket and a score. No. Brody Rugnes thought that was gonna fall. It did not. But a foul is called, and Burrows will go to the free throw line. Just under 3 minutes to play. They'll say, let's run the clock. Run the clock when the Burrows are shooting is what they're saying. Okay, Lucas Reinhold called with a foul. Team's fourth. Make it fifth on the Polar Bears. Missed free throw by Brody Rugnes. He'll have another. Polar Bears bringing in a couple of fresh bodies here as Russell McLean enters. Daniel Howard wears number 20. He's in the ball game. Lucas Reinhold is in the game, as mentioned. You got Baron Burns on the floor. And a missed shot. Rebound putback is there. And now Bo Solsing enters the ball game. We've got a rebound putback for Benjamin McRitchie and a foul. And the foul is on 13, Russell McLean. 6 now on the Polar Bears. Clock running, 2:30 to play. Burrows bring in 22. That's Isaac Thompson. Sitting is Brody Rugnes. Free throws. McRitchie, three-point play. He does. That's a nice little 5-point possession there for the Burrows. 64-29. 5 points. It was not a 5-point possession. It was just 3. Rugnes missed both free throws. At any rate, Daniel Howard's got the basketball. He'll work it to Baron Burns. Burns has it. Top of the key for Burns. 2 minutes to play. Share it with Russell McLean. Now Burns drives. Burns floating. Shot good. Baron Burns has 6 tonight. 64-31. Burrows leading the Polar Bears. 1:52 to play. Driving in McRitchie. Little hook shot. It's no good. Rebounded by Daniel Howard. Polar Bear basketball. Larimore 3-10 on the season coming into this one. Burrows 7-6, trying to get another region victory here tonight. As McLean works the basketball up top, Burns for 3. It's going to rattle home. Baron Burns hits the triple. And we got a substitution coming. Actually, we're going to get a push foul. Do they say the bucket counts? They do. They say it was after the shot went in. And they throw one on Caleb Hattlestead is first. Team's 10th, so now free throws are coming for Larimore. This will be on, Lucas Reinhold going to the free throw line. Reinhold at the line. Clock stops with 1:03 to go here in this one. Reinhold shooting the 1-and-1. Should have been 2 of them, and it is. Yeah, okay. I was going to say they said it was 2 shots. It's the 10th foul, and the official made the wrong call. Got it. Now the subs coming in for the Burrows. Okay, Kyle Halfley checks back in. 42, Bowden Allen checks in here. Bowden Allen in, along with double deuces Isaac Thompson. Halfley also back in as 15, Brody Rugnes. Got it. There's your subs for the Burrows. And another free throw chance. This one misses as well for Reinhold, and the rebound is out of bounds. Last touch by the Burrows. It'll stay ball with the hands of Larimore. Just over a minute to play. It's 64-34. 64-34, Polar Bear basketball. Burns has it, kicks it out. 3-point look for Howard, and he hits it. Daniel Howard hits the triple. 64-37, Polar Bears putting on a few buckets late as the Burrows driving in the paint, and we got a foul called on Larimore. Foul on the Polar Bears. This is on Howard on the other end, his first. Team 7th at the line. The Burrows, Brody Rugnes will shoot with the clock running, shooting a 1-and-1. They did stop the clock. He makes. He'll have another. And they'll start the clock after the free throw. Shot clock is off. Hey, by the way, stick around for the post-game report here on yourliveevent.com as well. Rugnes makes both free throws. 66-37. Final 25 seconds in the game. Polar Bear basketball. Burns driving. Lost a handle on this one. And they're going to call foul. Final 13 seconds of the game. Foul is on 42, Bowden Allen, for good measure. Burns going to go to the line, shoot a couple more free throws. No good on the free throw by Burns. He'll have another. And that'll likely be the end of the ball game. Burrows 66 and the Polar Bears 37. Burns at the line trying to add one more to the total, and he does. 66-38. The inbound's happening. Burns with the steal. Shot is blocked. He'll put up another one. No. Allen grabs a rebound, and that's going to be the ball game. The final score on the Golden Harvest Tim Gazette seed sales scoreboard, 66-38, Hillsboro-Central Valley over Larimore on yourliveevent.com. Our post-game report is coming up next.
Do you want that new boat? Are you building onto your home? Maybe you want the new camper or ATV. Dakota Heritage Bank can help you. This is Dustin Nagel, president at Dakota Heritage Bank Hillsboro location. You can visit with me or our other loan officers to help with loans and lines of credit from Dakota Heritage Bank. We are serving you with locations in North Dakota and Northwest Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank offers financial services you expect with a local perspective. dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
My name is Jared, born and raised in Minnesota, and I'm a project director at Enbridge. Enbridge is more than a pipeline company. It's a company participating in renewable energy projects in Minnesota and abroad, and I'm really proud to be working here.
We believe a cleaner energy future is achievable. For over 20 years, we've been early adopters of renewable energy, and we're proudly committed to net zero emissions by 2050. To hear more from Jared, visit enbridge.com/Jared. That's JERRID.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. From sunup to sundown, they're turning quarters into the dollars that drive our rural economy. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance. Protecting those that protect America's food source.
Contact Ryan Opdahl, Farmers Union Insurance, Hillsboro.
For over 100 years, Findlay Farmers Grain and Elevator, a full-service cooperative, has been growing and adapting with the ever-changing agriculture industry. These strong roots in eastern North Dakota include a dedicated staff of 42 full-time employees. Findlay Farmers Grain and Elevator offers a variety of services, including agronomy, sales and service, custom application, grain drying and handling, bulk fuel and oil, tire repair, and light mechanic work. Findlay Farmers Grain and Elevator is a buyer of corn, soybeans, wheat, and sunflowers. Learn more by visiting FindlayFarmersElevator.com.
Welcome to a better banking experience with First State Bank. Locations in Grand Forks, Thompson, Buxton, Mayville, and Portland, First State Bank is here for you. Locally owned for over 120 years, we know you and the area. Banking for today with savings, checking, and loan services for business, personal, or agriculture. And helping to guide you to tomorrow with wealth management and insurance services. Today, tomorrow, together. First State Bank. Stop into our locations in Grand Forks, Thompson, Buxton, Mayville, and Portland, or visit online firststatebanks.com.
The Hillsboro and Central Valley School Districts share this message to all community members about building assets in your community. Hi, this is Maddie Olson. Young people grow strong through positive relationships with adults. It only takes a small investment of time to truly make a difference in a young person's life. You can help build up a young person by taking just a minute to give them words of encouragement and advice, making them feel the true impact they have in the community. A message provided by everyone at the Hillsboro and Central Valley School District.
The Halstead Living Center, Heritage House in Halstead, and the Normandy in Twin Valley present an atmosphere that is calm and comfortable. Whether you're in need of a short-term or long-term care stay, they offer a variety of first-rate services with a tailored plan to exceed your expectations at any level of care, including senior living with services, skilled nursing care, rehabilitation care, respite, hospice, or adult daycare. Get more information by going to halsteadlivingcenter.com or call 218-456-2105. A pancake sausage breakfast and bake sale benefit for Erica Kritzberger will be held on Sunday, February 12th from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the St. Rose Parish Center in Hillsboro. There will be dine-in or takeout options available. A free will donation will be accepted. Also, drop-off donation boxes or mail-in donations available at Dakota Heritage Bank of Hillsboro. The Pancake and Sausage Breakfast and Bake Sale benefit for Erica Kritzberger, Sunday, February 12th, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the St. Rose Parish Center in Hillsboro, sponsored by the Knights of Columbus Hillsboro Council 4690.
Back in the postgame report, yourliveevent.com. Hillsboro-Central Valley, a 66-38 win over Larimore in boys basketball. Hillsboro-Central Valley boys earning the victory here tonight as we begin the postgame report here on yourliveevent.com. Burrows moved to 8-6 with a victory, while Larimore drops to 3-11 with the loss. The game summary here tonight as we get a chance to break down this one. Hillsboro-Central Valley, early on, in fact, gave up the lead midway through that first quarter. It was 9-8 in favor of Larimore. And the Burros able to get the lead right back moments later and put together a little bit of a run and led it 16-9 at the end of the first. And then they blew open in the second quarter, led it 41-17 at halftime, holding Larimore to just 8 points in the second while the Burros scored 25. They extended the lead 58-21, holding Larimore to just 4 points in the third quarter. It's 58-21 Burros after 3, 66-38 the final. The Polar Bears got some points and were able to do some scoring there in the fourth to wrap things up. But the Burros earned the victory as a 66-38 the final. Double-digit performances from Jacob Brandt, Landon Olson, and Carter Limke. Burros moved to 8-6 on the season. Earned another region victory, now 5-1 within the region. But it's a 2-point region contest. Larimore drops to 3-10. I'll make it 3-11 overall and 1-8 within Region 2 play. Game summary, part of the post-game report here on yourliveevent.com. Stick around, more to come here. We'll have players, coaches join us here in the post-game report after this.
You can trust the pros at Hillsboro Body Shop to make your vehicle look as good as new. Cars, pickups, trucks, semis, Ben & Tyrell at Hillsboro Body Shop can do the work. And Hillsboro Body Shop is also the place to repair your windshield. Don't wait to get that pesky chip repaired. Ben & Tyrell can replace that glass the same day. Call Hillsboro Body Shop at 701-636-4981 and put Ben & Tyrell's combined 30-plus years of experience to work on your vehicle. Hillsboro Body Shop, 701-636-4981. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region with the Coaches Show every Wednesday night on yourliveevent.com.
Goes deep down the middle, has a man, Soka Porter! Soka Porter to the 20, to the 10, to the 5, and taken down there.
We'll dive into the latest stories from North Dakota and Minnesota.
And there's the block by Reese.
That's the Coaches Show with me, Joe Lancello, on yourliveevent.com every Wednesday night starting at 7.
Get the dairy products, non-dairy products, frozen seafood, meat items, and more delivered to your door from Teak, the Udder Guy at Hillsboro Dairy. Call 701-436-5877. He will bring it right to your door. Hillsboro, Grandin, Pearlie, Hendrum, Borup, Ada, Climax, Shelley, Lockhart, east of Ada to the Twin Valley addresses and around the area. Hillsboro Dairy delivering right to your door. 701-436-5877. The Hillsboro Vets Club welcomes you for Broasted Chicken Saturdays, 5:30 till 7:30. Fries and coleslaw along with delicious roasted chicken. It's the best chicken I've ever had. Roasted chicken, dine in and take out at Saturdays at the Hillsboro Vets Club. And remember, appetizers and so many other fun activities at the Hillsboro Vets Club. Good luck to the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros from everyone at the Hillsboro Vets Club. And they thank you for all of your support with the Hillsboro Vets Club.
Back here on the postgame report on yourliveevent.com, the name our Enbridge Energy player of the game. Enbridge Energy, life takes energy. It's Enbridge.com. Tomorrow's on.com now as well. Find it at Enbridge Energy. Enbridge Energy player of the game here tonight. And I think tonight, guy that really stood out for the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros as a player of the game, I want to go with Carter Limke. He brought some energy when they needed it most in that first half. And just kind of was a catalyst when he was in the ball game. Came off the bench. Big plays, though, brought the energy here tonight. Enbridge Energy player of the game goes the way of Carter Limke here on yourliveevent.com. The Burros victorious tonight. That final score was 66-38. getting the victory over Larimore here on yourliveevent.com. Borough boys now 8-6 on the season, a key region victory here tonight. Stick around. We have some more of our post-game report coming up. We'll talk about our Enbridge. We'll talk about our RDK Enterprises precision plays of the game. Also, Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection. And we'll visit with head coach Elliot Rutvold of Hillsboro-Central Valley as well. Stick around. More to come here on yourliveevent.com following the Hillsboro-Central Valley 66-38 victory over Larimore tonight.
Hi, I'm Ernie Struby, president of the Goose River Bank, and I would like to know your story. Our lives and our businesses are comprised of events. We have all had our failures and successes, and these events define our character. If your character includes values like trustworthy, respectful, honest, and responsible, then your story matches well with ours, and we would consider it a privilege to be your financial partner. At the Goose River Bank, we believe that a strong bank builds strong communities. The Goose River Bank, member FDIC.
Have you adjusted your crop insurance policy to reflect the increase in commodity prices and input costs? Hi, this is Bethany Rentz, crop insurance agent with Irie Insurance. We want to partner with you to provide you a comprehensive policy structure to protect your farm's revenue and preserve your equity. Give us a call today to set up a time to meet with an Irie Insurance agent prior to March 15th. For contact information, please visit our website at irieins.com.
You're protected and appreciated at Irie.
Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity provider.
Post-game report here on yourliveevent.com. Kevin Kochman with you here tonight following Hillsboro-Central Valley 66-38 victory over Larimore this evening. And yourliveevent.com, we're visiting here in our post-game reports. Head coach of Hillsboro-Central Valley Borough Boys Basketball, Elliot Rutvold, joining us. And Coach, guys took care of business tonight. You know, Larimore fought hard and had the lead there for a brief second in that first quarter. Big second quarter outburst by the boys, and then defensively held Larimore to just 4 points in the entire third quarter. Guys did a lot of good things here tonight.
Yeah, it was nice to see. I wasn't sure which team would show up. It's kind of been up and down all year long, and all I told them before the game is it's all about effort and coming out and working on those fundamental things that we have to defensively, and just make sure we take care of that. And then as they were kind of loose before the game down there, it was. I think JV started at 5:15 over there, and when we got back over here, it was the fourth quarter already, the girls. So, I had to bring the uniforms from over there for the 6 guys that didn't dress, and so they got dressed. They're kind of loose down there, and I said to Coach Agnes, I said 2 options. I said it's going to be not very good, or we're going to come out with lots of energy, and I said, I'll be the bad guy. I'll take the not very good. He said, I'll be the positive guy, and I'll take the – I said, okay, I'll tell him that we bet on it. So I went in there, and I told the guys that. I said, hey, one of us is going to be right. So you guys proved me wrong here with it and see what you do. And they came out. Good energy. I thought we our press gave them some trouble and got a couple easy baskets. And then in the half court, we were able to, keep them to one shot for the most part. And then we got that thing out and really got running up and down the court, which was nice to see. We're still not great in transition, but at least we're looking to push it early. Defense was better tonight, but, we still got a long ways to go to keep on working on that end. And then the JV guys, they just got to come in that fourth quarter and play a little. It's the same guys they played over in the JV. It's kind of tale of two halves over there. They were up 6 at halftime, 33-27, and outscored them, whatever it was. I think it was 27 or 28-0 in the second half.
Right.
They shut them out in the second half. Same guys they're playing, and they come out and just don't quite get it done in that fourth quarter. So, little things like that you want those guys to work on. But, hey, I'm just glad that we come out and, like I said, play with that energy and effort, because I've kind of been telling them, that's all I want to see as a coach.
Yeah.
The X's and O's and the defense stuff, we'll get you that stuff done in practice. Once we get here, it's got to be about effort. It's got to be about playing together. What's our identity defensively? We know what our identity is offensively for the most part. We stick to that. We get the ball inside, try to get it in there first and then kick it out. We'll take some threes. We're not a great three-point shooting team, so we want to get that first look inside. Sometimes we shoot some quick ones, but, what's our identity going to be defensively? That's what we got to find. And like I told them, I want it to be when the game's on the line, we got to be able to play some man-to-man and stop somebody. We'll use our matchup zone to as a mix-up, and then we put in a little bit of 1-2-2 just to kind of give teams a little change.
Well, I know that we talked last Saturday before your game against Central Cass, and you wanted to see the guys come out, hey, regardless win and loss, come and get that. You wanted that effort. You wanted all that energy and effort there, too. And I thought, looking at the box score and kind of following along with the game a little bit Saturday, you got a pretty nice effort from the guys against, at the time, an unbeaten Central Cass squad.
Yeah, we did, and that was what that was all about, too. You know, I just told them, you know, we just got to be more consistent with our effort. We're just not right now. And even practice-wise, we had 2 good days of practice this week. Monday we practiced. Tuesday watched some film because they had wrestling here, girls basketball up in CV. Watched some film, showed them some things, the difference between what effort looks like and what it doesn't in the games where we played hard and we haven't. Came back Wednesday with a nice practice. Then yesterday, day before game, we just came out and kind of stunk it up again. So, you know, it's finding that consistent effort to get them to understand that, hey, we're not going to practice long this time of year, but we got to be sharp. In basketball, you know, you got to come with some energy. It's not like we're going to go up and down the court for an hour and a half or something. We're going to go an hour and 10 minutes, maybe a half an hour of it is getting after it and working on stuff. The rest of it is going to be, you know, shooting and fundamentals and stuff. But just bring that energy every day, and, you know, we got 4 weeks to get that done here.
Yeah, no doubt. So for the guys, you're going to have 3 games this next week. Yep. So quick work at it. You've got home against Grafton, home against Drayton Valley Edinburgh Monday, Tuesday, and then Park River, Fortville, Lincoln on the road Friday.
Yeah, big week for us. You know, Grafton, like I told them in the locker room, I said, hey, Grafton's going to come in here loaded for bear, you know, after we beat them that first time on their home court. They didn't feel like, I'm sure they played very well, and they're to come in and go after us hard, so we better be ready for that, and it should be a good region game. And we're playing at home. You know, right now we are 2-4 at home. You know, we have been a very good home team over the years, and especially as HCV, we've, you know, in the 11 years of the co-op, we've only had 1 losing record at home, and that was the first year of the co-op. Otherwise, we've won, you know, close to or over 80% of our games at home, and we're not going to get there this year, but we got to win these last 4 to get to 6-4. So, you know, Monday's game's one to take care of that. You know, when you're playing on your home court, you should have an advantage. I know we've lost to 4 teams that are ranked, you know, 3 of the 4 unbeaten teams in North Dakota.
Yeah. And
then Thompson. So, you know, you got 4 teams in the top 10, but that doesn't matter when you got to get that mentality that it's your home court, and you're gonna defend that home court with whatever you got.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, it should be an interesting week that way, and like you say, 3 games for the guys, big challenges ahead, and you use this hopefully as a springboard to help that. Again, an effort and energy game you can show the guys and say, do this again.
Yeah, exactly. This is a good game, you know, against a team that we you know, are better than, and, you know, we didn't do that up in Cavalier, a team that we should have beat better, but Cavalier just outworked us that night. Yep. You know, and Larimore came out and worked hard, but we had the work ethic. If you don't show up against, you know, teams in boys basketball that can, they got players that can put it in the basket. So if you don't show up with effort, you're going to have yourself a tough game against you know, teams that you shouldn't have tough games against. So it was nice to see that tonight. And then you know, it's all region games left. You know, this is the first of the 8 region games we got left. 7 more now, and hey, we're sitting in a pretty good position with just 1 loss and 1 point in the loss column in the region. Got a 1-pointer on Monday, and then 2 2-pointers on Tuesday and Friday. So we want to keep ourselves in position to maybe have a chance to get that number 1 seed in the region. But we're going to take care of business on Monday to have a shot at that.
Well, I know that this week, too, it's been a hot topic, to say the very least, all summer long, and now here we're coming to a vote on the proposed 3-class system for boys basketball. Not effective, you know, immediately this year, of course, obviously, but, you know, there's been a lot of, the proposal came out, looked at it, everybody's been looking at it, and people are for it, people are against it. It would change drastically the history of basketball in North Dakota. So your thoughts, you know, in general, I know you're shared a little bit with me in the past, and others have asked, and yeah, you're not afraid to tell you what you got an opinion. You go ahead and let us know what your thoughts are on this 3-class proposal, which the board's going to vote on Wednesday.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked quite a bit about it. It's been a hot topic about things, and just you know, why it's being done, and, you know, some of the words and phrases they throw out there, and you know, some of the politics that has been involved in it I don't necessarily like. And maybe people don't think there's politics, the people that are involved, but from the outside looking in, it seems like there's some. Mm-hmm. But, you know, I don't think any of us, in the HCV system are against 3 classes. But if you're going to go to 3 classes, let's make sure that we do it right, and let's make sure that we aren't rushing into something. They want it for next year. They're deciding on Wednesday for next season, and they don't even have all their ducks in a row as far as, okay, they talk about success factors, and if teams are winning in that class, if we move them up, if teams are getting beat really bad in their class, can they move down? They say to be determined criteria. Well, we're going to do something with something still to be determined. That doesn't make sense to me. And then, like I said, they've used South Dakota as a comparison. And I was down in South Dakota. They've had 3 classes since the mid-'80s. And their 3-class system has worked really well. And they used it as a comparison, but they're not really using it now that they got the vote through. In South Dakota, you've got like a little over 70 teams in the Class B in the small school, and it's a small school division. It's like 100 or 105 for enrollment.
Sure.
Then the middle class goes from about that 100 to about 425 or somewhere in there, and there's about 65 schools in that one. So it's pretty even between those 2 middle classes.
Right.
And then they have a like an RPI PowerPoint type thing to figure out, some of the seedings and stuff at the end of the year. So you can play some of the teams that are in the lower class if you're in the middle class and still get the points for it, or vice versa.
Sure.
So to me, with it having 74, 75 in that lower class, and then 29 in that middle class, that just seems really odd that we're going to do that. And then you're going to throw, you're going from 162.5 to 650. That's a pretty big ratio of difference between a team like Devil's Lake or a Turtle Mountain and a team at 160. Way bigger than the other 2 classes. So to me, it makes more sense to take a close look at it and make sure that we get it right, because if you get it wrong, you're gonna affect basketball for a long time in North Dakota, and it's not going to be for the good and for the betterment of the kids. The kids are the ones you worry about. And I always say, what do we? Yeah, we all love to win. We'd all love to win state titles, and I've been lucky enough to win a few in my coaching career, a couple here and one down in South Dakota. But that's not what it's really about. All the parents and fans, and sometimes it's about teaching young men or young women how to compete, how to play together. We can't forget about those intrinsic things that sports is supposed to bring. So, not everybody can get a ribbon, and when they talk, they talk about this competitive balance thing, and I think that's just a throwaway phrase that you use to get people on board, because there is never, they go back 10 years and say there's no competitive balance. You can go back 50 years and there's teams that get beat by 30 or 40 points back in the 80s, back in the 70s, back in the 60s, in the 90s. I mean, there's always been good teams, really good teams, and there's been poor teams. And that's just how it's been, and sometimes that cycles through. So using that as a criterion, and I was looking back at the 26 years that I've been here in Hillsboro, just thinking about that. 3 teams are looking to move up. We've been to the state tournament 4 times, with our 2021 that we didn't get to play in, but 4 region titles. I think Grafton has maybe 5 or 6, and Thompson's had 1. So 3 teams are moving up have won way less than half of the region championships in those 26 years. And then you got 4 other teams that are going to be in the lower division that have done just as well in our division. And the mystique of the Class B has always been, hey, there's always been bigger schools in the Class B. You always get 5, 6, 7 big schools, but you get those 1 or 2 small schools that have a shot.
Right.
And that's what it's always been about. And I think people have always thought that Hillsboro was always this big, huge school, that had 250 kids. We've been 150 or lower for a lot of years, and now as HCV, we're right at about 200. It makes us a little bigger, but it's not like we're dominating every year. We went 18 years without getting to a state tournament. So, it's interesting. All I'd like to see is them really make sure that because I think that middle class is going to have some pretty good basketball.
Oh yeah.
But let's the Devil's Lakes and the Turtle Mountains and even the Watford cities that are going to grow. Watford City's on the rise. They're going to be 500 plus. Yeah, I understand where you're coming from, but Valley City, Wahpeton, they're in that below 400 in that 350 range. But if we're going to keep those ratios, which they talked about a lot, in their proposal, if we're going to keep those ratios pretty close. 135, 140 to 450 would be a nice place to be here. 425. I mean, make it a middle class that makes sense, and then your small school class really becomes a small school class.
Sure.
It's not just a class that we want to get rid of the privates and we want to get rid of the really good teams and be done with it. So like I said, I'm not against 3 classes. I just want to see it done right, and I don't understand why we're rushing to get this in for next year already when the proposal came out this summer, sort of, and then finally December, September, October, they put it out, and now all of a sudden we're going to push it ahead for next year already. It's just crazy to think that we gotta push it that fast, and I'd hate to see them do it wrong. And then they want to put the middle class in the Fargo Dome, and I'm like, that's a terrible place to play. Can't we play in the Shack? I mean, they seat 5,500 in the Shack. Right. To me, it sounds like they'd have plenty of room in the Shack for that.
Yeah.
So
well,
I don't know. There's a lot of things with it. I don't know where it's going to go, but the way it looks right now, it's probably going to pass, and we'll do whatever they want us to do, and we'll deal with it. But it's too bad that we're just going to rush to judgment here so fast all of a sudden. And I know it's been talked about for a number of years,
sure.
but still, it's Class B basketball in North Dakota. What people got to understand and remember, once you do this, and I was in South Dakota, in the middle class drew 3,000-4,000, the bottom class drew your 3,000-4,000. You're never going to have another Class B state tournament where you're drawn in. When I was a senior in high school in '86, the first time they played at the Minot Dome, they didn't know how many people fit in that place, and we set the record that year. I think the semifinal round there was like 11,500 in there. You're not going to see that anymore. And I think the only time that in North Dakota, the only one that's beat that is when Jeff Boschee in Kansas came and played UND at the Ralph, and they had like 13,500 in there. So
that was nuts.
Yeah. So you gotta, sometimes be careful what you wish for. I think it's going to change the landscape of things pretty significantly.
Yeah, it would. No doubt. Appreciate the explanation. Just your thoughts, because it does change everything. And you can look no further than other examples. Just sharing a thought too, because I think you're right. Something's going to happen. It's a matter of what. You look at certain ways that in high school football in Minnesota, you have 9-man all the way through 6A. So you have 7 classes of football.
Yep.
The 3A and 4A schools are a land of misfits.
Yep.
And it's just the way it's just the way it is, because it cannot be perfect. But
exactly.
there certainly are ways that you can work it though, and that's reclassifications, all the different things over time. But it's certainly a key piece of history will happen Wednesday, whether it's decided immediately or not. But it's a big deal.
And I think there's a lot of questions and a lot of other things out there that, hopefully enough questions and enough people wondering how this is happening. I know it's out there, but I don't think everybody has the total plan except the schools and stuff. And sometimes that, sometimes, you get the superintendents and the ADs and a lot, all right, Dave's really good about sharing everything with us, but I don't know if it gets shared with the coaches all the time. And if you're in the lower class, you're thinking, we can get rid of those schools and now we're going to have success, No, and it's, it's not going to bring more kids. They say, well, hopefully it'll increase the participation. That's not going to happen. We're past that. I mean, kids have so much to do today that we're not going to have the numbers we had back in the 80s and 90s. Kids are working jobs. They've got other things that they want to do, and you're going to get the kids that really want to play are playing. We're lucky enough in our situation that we've still got some of those kids that just want to be part of the team and want to come out and work hard. But you don't see much of that anymore. You only see the kids that really want to be there. So I don't know. And then, then the girls basketball thing. I mean, it's completely different than the boys.
Yeah.
And they're pushing it through for both, and that's going to be, tough to swallow. But like I said, we're not against 3 classes. Really, for me, if they'd put 45 in that middle class, 40 to 48 somewhere in there, and then you get your 60 in that B class, wherever that number is, that'd be great. Then you're going to have 2 a little more equal divisions where you're going to have good basketball. And, yeah, maybe that's going to open it up for some of those smaller schools. And maybe some of those smaller schools would break up their co-ops and have their own team.
All things possible.
But where it is right now, where the cutoff is now, why would they break it up when they're still under the number?
Right.
And then for us, hey, if we're going to have some bad years, hey, what? I mean, we kind of joke about it. We got 200. Thompson has 180. Let's pick. Let's stay under that 650 number and combine 3 teams and make a super team. Huh? How about that? No. I mean it's kind of funny to think about those things, but
oh yeah, hey,
it's
weirder things have happened.
Crazy. Oh yeah, that's
oh
crazy.
My gosh,
to think
yeah.
About. But yeah, it's hopefully they. I'm hoping that that better part of Valor comes up and they say, whoa, maybe we're pushing this too fast. Let's make sure we get it right and let's do it for 24, 25 and get it right.
Sure.
That's what I'd like to see.
Give it some time. Elliot, I appreciate the time very much. Thanks so much. I was looking forward to the chat with you. We talked briefly last Saturday. I thought, let's see if we can get her done here tonight. So
yeah,
appreciate that. Good chat. Congrats on the win. Good luck next week with the 3 and see if you guys can keep rolling right now. Picking up win number 8 tonight.
Yeah, it was good to see. And like I said, appreciate you guys coming out. And hopefully we can get coming here Monday night. Hopefully get a good crowd out here on Monday. And a good Grafton team coming in, big region game. So come on out and support the guys. Finally, the weather's going to warm up. So come on out and be here. Yeah.
Let's get it. There was some life. There was some life in the gym tonight.
There was tonight. Yeah, having that doubleheader was good.
It was. Hopefully we can get some more. But Elliot, thanks for the time. Good luck next week.
All right, thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
You got it. Elliot Rudfold, head coach, Hillsboro-Central Valley boys basketball. More to come. YourLiveEvent.com after this.
Hillsboro Lumber welcomes you. As you're working on interior projects, Hillsboro Lumber can help. Hillsboro Lumber has trim, doors, flooring, and all the necessary tools and products to complete your projects. If you're also thinking about larger projects for next spring and summer, let Hillsboro Lumber know of your ideas and they'll help with planning and estimates. Hillsboro Lumber, 701-636-4301. Welcome to Lakes Community Co-op. A new name, familiar faces, continued services, and customer service from your co-op in your community. Lakes Community Co-op. As we move forward, you can depend on us for fuel, propane, animal feed, meat locker plant, milk purchasing and hauling, pet food, hardware, convenience stores, tires, vehicle service, natural gas, and more of our services we provide from Lakes Community Co-op.
Our Savior's Lutheran Church in Hillsboro, North Dakota invites you to experience the love of God. Our Savior supports all youth with academics, athletics, music, art, dance, and drama, and offer meaningful opportunities for people of all ages. Join us for worship at 8:30 or 10:30 each Sunday morning, in person or watch on television, HTC Channel 34, or online, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, or at oslchillsboro.com.
You can trust Paul's Hometown Repair for professional service on your vehicles, cars, vans, pickups. Bring them in to Paul's Hometown Repair Hillsboro. Whether it's light work such as oil changes and tune-ups, or more serious matters including transmission work and engine overhauls, they'll get the work done for you at Paul's Hometown Repair. They'll get your vehicle back on its wheels, running like new. Call 436-4676 to schedule your vehicle for service at Paul's Hometown Repair Hillsboro.
Wilf Dagelman started Dagelman Industries 60 years ago with one thing in mind. He wanted to make products that had a true impact on the farm. The foundation of Dagelman remains the same today. Build simple, heavy, reliable equipment that will last for generations. We choose to innovate rather than imitate and work hard to remain an industry leader. Wilf truly said it best. Build it right, build it heavy, and build it to last from top to bottom. If you're interested in joining our team, visit Dagelman.com to view our openings.
Reed Insurance, Terry Reed and Julie Larson, serving you with homeowners, farm, auto, multi-peril, crop hail. They're here to help you with the insurance you need. Located in the Wright Implement Building in Hillsboro, call Julie or Terry today at Reed Insurance, 701-636-5471. Visit with Terry Reed and Julie Larson for the insurance coverage you need. You can depend on Reed Insurance.
Winter is a planning season for farmers, a time when your mind is on your fields. But the shorter days doesn't mean there's less work to be done. At Sis van der Haaf, we know that lower temps won't cool your passion for production. We're continually striving to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sis van der Haaf, a passion that grows.
Welcome back here to the postgame report on YourLiveEvent.com. Following the Hillsboro-Central Valley Borough victory, 66-38 over Larimore tonight. Back to talk about our Halstead Telephone Company postgame connection. They are how to connect. Halstead Telephone Company, choose HTC. They are how to connect. Hillsboro-Central Valley has now won 3 of their last 5 games and 4 of their last 6. Winning this one tonight, final 66-38 over Larimore, and connecting the dots here tonight. They made 11 of 13 from the free throw line. They were perfect in the first half, but the connection of defense to offense, holding Larimore to just 4 points in the third quarter, and outscoring Larimore 17-4 in that time, 25-8 in the second. That's a key for success in Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection. They are how to connect. We have RDK Enterprises precision plays of the game coming next. Final statistics as well following the Burros' victory over the Polar Bears tonight, 66-38. YourLiveEvent.com.
Sorum Company, Highway 81 in Hillsboro, for when you need repair work done on your vehicle, need an oil change, need new tires, or need tire repair. Visit Sorum Oil Company in Hillsboro. They fill LP tanks, bulk delivery of your home heating or farm fuels, and carry batteries. Call your locally owned full-service gas station, Sorum Oil Company in Hillsboro, 701-636-5356. Brad, Jody, and Blake Sorum, thank you for your business, and they look forward to continuing to serve you at Sorum Oil Company.
The Hillsboro-Central Valley Booster Club supports Hillsboro-Central Valley students in their school activities and encourages all students to be involved in the activities at your school. The Hillsboro-Central Valley Booster Club takes great pride in uniting the communities to support the boroughs. The Hillsboro-Central Valley Booster Club encourages everyone to promote school spirit, sportsmanship, and to support the Hillsboro-Central Valley students. Go Burros! New Golden Harvest Gold Series soybeans are here. In the Hillsboro area, contact Tim Cassette, 701-430-0877. These new Golden Harvest Gold Series soybeans feature exclusive genetics and high-demand trait platforms like Enlist E3 soybeans and XtendFlex soybeans. Golden Harvest Seeds. Talk with your area representative, Tim Cassette, 701-430-0877 for Golden Harvest Seed.
My roots run deep. I dream of a world where planting a seed can bring forth the food and knowledge our world needs right now. The field is my classroom, and I have the power to make a difference. I am going to feed the world someday.
Enjoy a daytime lunch, evening supper, or weekend meal at West Main Pizza in Ada. They're more than just pizza. You'll also enjoy the taste of pasta dishes, calzones, wraps, subs, nachos, super nachos, tacos, salads, chicken wings, and more. You can dine in or carry out. Call 218-784-3700. Remember to join their text club and like on Facebook for additional specials. They're open daily at West Main Pizza in Ada.
Right Implement in Hillsboro, 701-636-5692 for shop and field service, farm equipment sales, repair on all equipment, in the field, on the farm, and in the shop with Right Implement in Hillsboro, 701-636-5692. Check out Right Implement for farm equipment, repair and service of equipment and all trucks on Caledonia Avenue in Hillsboro. Right Implement, 701-636-5692.
Back to talk about the RDK Enterprises precision plays of the game. RDK Enterprises, planterdoc.com. Visit RDK Enterprises in Hillsboro and Drayton, and visit them online at planterdoc.com. Less than 90 days. We're more like less than 80 days now from spring plant. I know it's hard to believe that, but make sure your planter's ready. RDK Enterprises can help you get your planter in top shape. Heading into the spring plant, RDK Enterprises, precision plays of the game. I thought some play from Landon Olsen. He had 14 in the first half, and I thought Landon really did some nice things working along that baseline again and getting to the basket and getting close, high percentage shots. Made a couple free throws that Burrows against 7 of 7 from the line in the first half, 11 of 13 in the game. Those are some really nice precision plays that help lead the Burros to victory tonight. 66-38 the final over Larimore in boys basketball. We'll share our final statistics right after this and wrap things up tonight from the Golden Harvest Tim Gazette seed sales scoreboard. Burros 66-38 over Larimore in boys basketball, 38-34 over Larimore in girls basketball tonight.
New and on the lot at Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada, new 29-foot Wilrich Chisel Pro. Call Chuck or Neil for pricing and more information on this new 29-foot Wilrich Chisel Pro. Also, they have the new 39-foot Wilrich Chisel Plow. Talk to Chuck or Neil and get the deal done on this new 39-foot Wilrich Chisel Plow at Ziegler Ag Equipment. Other used equipment on the lot, Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada. They thank you for your business. 218-784-2961.
Don't let the flu get you down. Fight the flu with a shot of prevention. Stop at Hillsboro Drug and get your flu shot today. No appointment is necessary. Shingle shots are also available. And don't forget your other pharmacy and healthcare needs at Hillsboro Drug. Over-the-counter medications, vitamins, health and beauty items as well. For your convenience, Hillsboro Drug offers mail-out service and delivery of your prescriptions. Check out the gift items for all occasions, too. Hillsboro Drug is a locally owned pharmacy and proud to serve the area. They thank you for trusting them with your business at Hillsboro Drug.
Run down the final statistics here tonight on yourliveevent.com. It is the final Hillsboro-Central Valley 66-38 over Larimore. For the Polar Bears, they dropped to 3-11 with the loss. They were led by Jace Collison, who had 5 points, 3 boards. Jacob Warnicki had a point and 2 rebounds. Baron Burns, 10 points, 1 rebound, Daniel Howard, 3 points and a rebound. Bryson Falk had 2 rebounds. Avery Groton, 9 points, 5 boards. Michael Myers, 8.6 boards, and Dylan Rethmeyer, 2 points, 2 boards. 12 of 24 from the line were the Larimore Polar Bears, 18 turnovers, 22 rebounds. Larimore dropped to 3-11 with the loss. For Hillsboro-Central Valley, now 8-6 on the season, led by Micah Longthorne, 5 points and a rebound, 11.6 rebounds for Carter Limke, 2 points, 5 boards for Dylan Mitzel. Brody Rugnes had 2 points. Kyle Halfley had 1 rebound tonight. Peter Dryberg, 8 points, 3 boards. Landon Olsen, 16 points, 8 rebounds. Jacob Brandt, 17 and 8. Bowden Allen had a rebound, and Benjamin McRitchie, 3 points, 1 rebound for the Burros tonight. 10 rebounds, 10 turnovers, 34 rebounds, and 11 of 13 from the line were the Burros. They're now 8-6 on the season. Home to Grafton on Monday. Big game, folks. Come on out to the HEC for that. Then Tuesday in CV against Drayton Valley Edinburgh. Get out for that as well. And then Friday next week, traveling to Park River, Fordville, Lincoln. All 3 will be on yourliveevent.com. They have trips to North Border and Walhalla coming up. They also have trips to Thompson still on the schedule. Home games against Mayport CG and Midway Minto. All on the way for the Burros to wrap up regular season basketball. Folks, it's coming down quick. Thanks to Hunter Kleckner, who ran the camera for us here tonight. Hunter, much appreciated. On the girls' side, we certainly appreciate Kenzie Ketterall, who ran the camera and helped us out. Burro girls victorious 2 in a row. They've doubled their win total from last year. They are 4-14 after their 38-34 victory over Larimore here tonight in girls basketball. Thanks to our sponsors. They make the broadcast possible. Whenever possible, please patronize the advertisers. At the very least, tell them thank you. Thanks to, Mr. Kleckner and Ketterall and Ms. Ketterall for their duties and assistance in running the camera. And to you for tuning in, thank you. We appreciate you. Thanks for joining us. YourLiveEvent.com. Tomorrow, we'll have Region 1 boys wrestling and Region 2 boys wrestling, the team duels, on the air tomorrow at YourLiveEvent.com. Check out the action. From Hillsboro, I'm Kevin Kochman, thanking you for joining us. Have a great night and a great weekend, everybody.